Hare Krishna. Okay, well, thank you for coming here. And let me just let a few people know we're live. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. All right. So maybe we chant a little bit here first. Hare Krishna. Then we'll do some reading here. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Gauranga Hari Hari Bo. One more song and then we'll read some Bhagavatam or something. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Krishna. Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Oh my goodness. What a wonderful name. Wonderful name. Oh, you know what? I'm not even using the, let me use the microphone. Let's at least use that. Okay. Video looks pretty good. Oh, Krishna. Wow, there's more and more life comes out of that name, the more it's rubbed. Got to rub the name. And it's like
Thanks for using.
Massage the name. Krishna's name. Hope everybody's good today. Yeah. Wasn't it great this morning? We're talking about how this is so much truth in the pastimes of the Lord, and how to deal with what's going on now. It really shows you. The rainstorm of Maya comes along, and then everybody turns to Krishna, and Krishna lives up Govardhan Hill, like we're doing now. Get the power. All of us, we're getting the power to lift Govardhan Hill, the pastimes of the Lord. When he's lifting the hill, he was trembling too, not because of the weight, because of the ecstasy of being with the residents of Vrindavan. See, so anyway, this is a good way to handle this situation now. And eventually, Krishna conquered even Indra, a demigod. Conquered everybody, demons and demigods. Okay, let's see if the microphone is working. All right, I got to check it here. Hare Krishna. Okay, this one's, what is this? It's not working. There we go. Let me know if the sound is even better now. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So let's read about Prahlad Maharaj, what he learned in the womb. Okay. Yes. Okay, Prahlad Maharaj, what he learned in the womb. Canto 7. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sound is okay. Good. You know, one thing some of the realizations I'm getting today, practical ones, like basically, I'm looking at what's going on Facebook as far as the Facebook and other places, where people are really concerned with what's going on in the world, because it's a threat. What's going on in the world is a threat to our bodies and our minds. People want to control the people's minds, mind control, put chips in us and control our activities and control our bodies. It's like a fight to control people's bodies and minds. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, the conversation is all about that. And there's all these, dramas going on in there, so many dramas, and they're all, what I see coming from this view is so superficial. It's like, there's all these games people play, the games is these pastimes in the Maya. Yeah, very superficial. And the whole thing, you got politicians, they don't see what's going on, as this great reset thing that's going on. They don't see that. They just talking about, Biden this or Trump that, Biden this, Trump that, and everything's superficial. And then there's the elites, who have a deeper plan, and they laughing at everybody. Everybody there is all concerned, with trifles and don't know what's really going on, And the thing is, they don't even know what's really going on. Hey, what's really going on is in the Bhagavatam. See, this is, if you want the complete picture, to connect all the dots. The dots here in Bhagavatam and this kind of preaching that we're doing here cannot even be connected by the greatest minds unless they're actual devotees with real devotion. Because with this devotion, it gives you the inside story completely on what's going on. Otherwise, nobody knows completely. Even David Icke, who's considered like the dot connector, he's a journalist, and he's connected very kind of deep in his thinking. He's actually into this Brahman thing. He thinks we're like gods in the sense we are, but not in the way that he thinks and most people think. Yeah. 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 We'll get to that there, Shamaguri, also. So there's so many depths of looking at. So the elites, they know they got a plan that, see, the thing is, their power is, what the power of Maya, see, their power is Maya's power. See, Maya's power works in the shadows, and those into this demonic thing, and they work in the shadows. See, because if anybody knows what they're doing, they'll see it's not really a win for them. They see it's really not a win for you guys to be our batteries. We want you as our slaves, and we're going to be the masters. See, this is Maya, illusion. Okay, in the way, but you know what? It is this is why this, I'm sorry, this is turning into a practical class, but this is real practical Bhagavatam, man. I mean, it really is. I'm not even sorry. I love this stuff. I love when the Lord gets practical, gives me, shows me stuff like this. It's important because of how to deal with, what's going on. Yeah. So anyway, the elites, They work in the shadows, elites, or whatever you want to call them. They have a name, the 1%, the bankers, the control, the ones who control the world, they're really into that. They love to control things and control the money and control the people and control this. It's all a big control trip, control freaks. Yeah, it's all about that. For them. Yeah. So they think, they laugh at people. They think, oh, look at these guys. They're fighting over the insignificant stuff, Biden this or Trump that, and, fighting this way. And nobody knows the deeper level that they know. They have a plan, and they're using both sides. They're using everybody. They're using people for distractions. See, they think they're so smart. See, but, if you can look at Bhagavatam, Hiranyakashipu was like that also. He's like these elites. It was the same thing. He got control over the bodies and the minds of people. He would control the minds through treachery and lies and deception. That's what they do. See? And they work from the shadows. Although he was, just like now, they're coming out of the shadows and now they're working by kinetic force. Forcing people's body. You'll see they're saying, oh, we don't want to make this mandatory. And then, oh, yeah, it's by, your choice. And now all of a sudden, hey, it's coming like that type of mood. So this is all in Bhagavatam. Hiranyakashipu was considered demoniac. And actually, basically, demoniac means you're in this mode of passion and ignorance. See? Passion and ignorance, and you want to control because you want the happiness of being a controller. You think, wow, if I'm the supreme controller, supreme, then I'll be happy. So they try and they want to control the money. Bill Gates wants more money and more control, and it's never enough. Hiranyakashipu, see, same mood, same thing. You elites could learn something. These guys, you elites, 1%, whatever people, want to name you guys out there, the ones who work in the shadows, you guys, you can learn something here. You can learn of a higher happiness here. And that goes for everybody. You guys can you can have those who are fighting that because you're saying, you're lying to everybody and blah, blah, blah. You want to make people slaves, which is true, and they're trying to hide that truth so they can, take over the people and, reduce the numbers so there's not in case there's a backlash. I mean, these things are all part of the plans. Lots of plans going on here. But they don't know the Lord's plan, God's plan, who's using everything and everybody for that plan. Compared to, this is what St. Paul was teaching, pretty interestingly. St. Paul said, the wisdom of the smartest men in this world is foolishness to God. And it really is. Especially when you start to get closer to the Lord, the true Lord, the transcendental Lord, beyond the one who's in control of even Lucifer. He controls. No, Lucifer doesn't control the Lord. No, this Lord controls everybody and everything. Okay? Either directly or indirectly. See, now what are we doing? See, it's all about, actually, it's, on the other side, it is all about control. And it's all about surrendering. See? So you either surrender, because that's our nature. Bhagavatam teaches we're Jivatma. Jivas have to surrender. That's what we do. We surrender, and then we act as a servant of our master. So even those 1% or whatever they are, the so-called the sub-controllers of the world now. See, they're below. Like demigods and the demons, they're below the Lord. See, they want to control that way, but if we see the intelligence and the logic of surrendering to the spiritual nature of the Lord, the true, from where we actually are. Because even whether you're a demon or a demigod, you're a spirit. The truth about both of you, the truth about every living entity is we're spirit. See, so logically, if we're spirit, why are we trying to get fulfillment out of the material potency, the material energy, things made of the material energy? Why are we trying to, if we're spirit? Doesn't even really make sense when you analyze it. No, spirit gets pleasure from spirit, and that's who we really are. Matter of fact, by taking pleasure in spirit, in the supreme spirit, we start to become intelligent. We start to become logical. We start to become really free. Whether you're a slave in this world, your body is enslaved by these, say, draconians, or being manipulated by these selfish leaders. And this goes in religion too. There's plenty of selfish gurus and selfish leaders there too. They want you as a battery, as a slave, to make money for them, to follow their goals for them. It's just, this is why ultimately even religion has to be abandoned for truthful worship of our soul with the Supreme Lord. That's the work here. That's our play here, is to bring people into the awareness that they are spirit soul, not by having you listen to a Bhagavatam class that you're in a spirit soul. They're still giving those friggin' classes in religion, in Vaishnava, because they can't get off the ground. You know why? Because the way to know that you're spirit soul, the best way, the quickest way, the easiest way, is to get an experience of the Supreme Soul, which purifies you automatically to know who you are. See? That's what we do here. I'm moving to Antarctica. You can't even get away over there. That's their base. Antarctica is their base. So that idea of them controlling people, mind and body, is so horrible. Sounds like rebooting the humanity. Yeah, roboting. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I mean, that's what Maya does. When the demons take over, you notice it's all in Bhagavatam. Kamsa was like that. Hiranyakashipu was like that. That's the nature, is to control. Basically you're trying to control God through controlling others. You get everybody together. And you know what? This is where both the demigods and the demons fall short in their understanding. It's all about, well, if we get together and become really strong, then we can overcome the opposition. And that's these guys fighting the demon approach here, trying to control and make slaves and everything. They're trying to fight that, but they always use the words, if we can get together, then we can overcome it. It's not about like, hey, if Krishna, if we get together with you and we'll become empowered to fight the good fight, the real fight, and win, actually. And that's what we do here. We work on getting together with Krishna, with God, in our eternal relationship, and then we fight together in our relationship with Krishna. What do you think Krishna was doing in when he came here in Dwarka? He would fight with his devotees. Okay, so but they're all on the same page. They were, they were surrendered to Krishna. I guess, actually I should get into really study that story, see how many were actually with Krishna, if it was everybody. I think most everybody was, but I have to really study that. Just like, see, Pandavas were surrendered to Krishna. Pandavas, all of them, and they won the war against a lot of people. See, this is the right understanding, actually. Not to, let us get a big army of people, we're all together, but you're still cut off from your source, more or less. Still there's weakness there. The strength is you want to build an army, get all those persons awakened in their spiritual form, their spiritual identity, uh, and connected with that source, with the Supreme Lord, their eternal relationship, and then together, see? So that's basically what Lord Chaitanya did. He brought his devotees there who were all surrendered to the Supreme Lord, whether it was Krishna or Lord Nishingadev or Lord Ram. He had many kind of people from different, but they were surrendered to God. And they had attraction. See, the power even says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it said the power of Lord Chaitanya and his weapons were the devotional potency expressed in this world. His weapons were the holy name. The weapons were the truths in the Bhagavatam. Basically, where I came to go to, maybe you thought I came to have fun. Now, I turned live on to have fun. You think, yeah, I did, but it's also automatically it puts us at war with the material energy. Yeah. So Lord Chaitanya brought Chaitanya Charitamrita said he came with his weapons. His weapons were the Bhagavatam. The weapons were the holy name chanted in ecstasy, especially. A very powerful weapon, man. It's like those, this is the expert chanter is the one who can chant with ecstasy, because it's like empowering that name with the potency. It's like in the Mahabharata, they used to fight the battles. These guys were expert in chanting mantras, and they would chant on their arrows. They chant a mantra. Arjuna would chant a mantra, and he was so expert, he could chant that mantra and empower the arrow. See, so we empower the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with the potency of ecstasy. See, this is very powerful, and then that arrow shot into humanity and liberates them. It doesn't kill them; it liberates them. It makes them alive. Let's have come catching up here. Oh yeah, I heard that about Antarctica, the base. I think we all rather surrender to the Lord's plan, and then the plan of Maya, then to the plan of Maya. Well, that's part of the plan, is everybody is surrendered to the Lord's plan. Some knowingly, some unknowingly, some with some idea. Like some Christians who are more or less ecstatic, they understand something of the Lord's plan. But I tell you, the more ecstatic you get, the more clear it gets, the deeper plans of the Lord. See, this is the secret. Yeah, you understand where it's all headed. Yeah. Amy says, it's like you just said, some had Ram, some had another. That is like now. Some have Jesus, some have Krishna, but it is all the same God. I don't understand why that is a difficult concept for some. Okay, let's talk about that. Why is it a difficult concept for some? I'll tell you why. There's a New Age guy that goes around, he's talking about your paradigm. And this is very practical. I always like this idea. So people are limited or less limited in life according to their paradigm. Paradigm is conception. See? So what is your concept? Say I'm a Christian. What is my conception of God? Well, Jesus is the Son, and there's variation on the thing, but this is one general idea. Jesus is the Son of God. Okay, this is one idea. Jesus is the Son of God. He's also the Father. And there's no God has no other son. He is the only begotten Son, because I read it there in that one book from one glorification of just John. He's the only Son of God. There is no other sons or no other messengers coming except him. Okay? And if you have to surrender to him, see, that's a conception. See? And if you believe that wholeheartedly, somebody comes along, like say Bhagavatam, or somebody preaching the Bhagavatam concept, oh yeah, the Lord is one, and He has many manifestations. He comes here sometimes. We've identified that Supreme Lord as coming as Lord Ram, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna, see, Lord Shiva, in a sense. See, but our conception includes that. Otherwise, we're blocked. Oh no, that's a false god. I won't even think about it. See, so there has to be an openness. So that's why, somehow or other you're open to seeing how God can have other manifestations. And actually, if somebody would just patiently listen to this conception, it makes more logical sense than thinking this unlimited God is limited to one Son of God. Not to say that Jesus is not important. He's very important. Especially all the avatars that have come here. And when Lord Chaitanya came, he came with so many Jesuses types. They were all liberated. Jesus was liberated soul. He was Son of God. Well, there's so Haridas Thakur was also. Some say, if you take it, there are people that convinced that Lord Jesus was like Lord Brahma. Because when you look at certain aspects, you could see like that. And Haridas was Lord Brahma in his other existence. See, so many sons of God came with Lord Chaitanya, liberated souls. Anyway, you can understand these things from the Bhagavatam if you're open. Not everybody is. So the thing is, you can have conceptions that are based on speculations, and those are not good. Those are not very clear. Okay? So these books in the line of a disciplic line, they hold a lot of weight because these conceptions are very deep and they come from acharyas, those who have realized God in a disciplic line. And they're very clear, very logical, very powerful, very expansive to expand your understanding. Good solid foundation. Speculation is not a solid foundation. That's easy. They are racist, close-minded, religious people. They don't have that Lord is one. Racist, huh? All right. Yeah, makes sense. So, aren't even the living people just all manifestations of God? So given that, it makes perfect sense about the many manifestations of the Lord. Okay, let's talk about that. So aren't the living people just all manifestations of God? Yes, with an explanation. To make it more clear, the Bhagavatam steps in, and Chaitanya Charitamrita steps in and says, actually, all the living beings are Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Everything is God. Okay, they're manifestations of God here in this world. But because the living souls, the souls in this world are so small, see, this is Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam teaches these details. Very important. Because the souls are very small, and they are manifestations of Krishna, they're easily overwhelmed because of their smallness. See, when the Father comes here, he's the bigness of God. He's the reservoir of all the living entities go in him, at the time of dissolution. This is so fantastic to have this knowledge, this information. It really sets everything straight, man. You can, even in the middle of this battle going on now, you have real peace. You see, it's all under the control of the Lord, Everything's going to work out, whether it looks like it or not. Yeah. Yeah, so the living entities are so small, the Maya overwhelms them. See, so that's why we need association with strong devotees. And so why I tell people, when you get this grace, man, coming through our Sangha here, don't leave, man. Don't be stupid. And people do. It's just destiny. Because we're so small and we feel empowered when we're here, and then we think, oh, I can go out and be on my own. That's a trick of Maya, illusion. You'll very soon dry up. You lose the grace that comes by association. There's grace that comes by this association, man. Special grace. Special empowerment, special protection, specials, everything special. And to leave what's special, oh my goodness. Not very smart. Yeah, so we're very small, easily overwhelmed by the Maya. Now, yeah. So the more we become enlightened, this is my experience, and makes sense. The more we become enlightened, we start to act almost like Krishna. See, the Lord is happy from within. See, he's absorbed in himself, but himself is a spiritual potency. This gives him happiness. See? Now, for us to be really happy, we got to discover that pearl of great price, that happiness of God. See? And that's what you get in the disciplic line. You're around those who've discovered the paradise. That paradise, the Shangri-La. Ever heard of Shangri-La? Our place to find. The real spiritual master, the real associates of Lord Chaitanya found Shangri-La. See, it's within, just like it's within Krishna. See? So, the Lord Chaitanya has given this Shangri-La his devotees. Shangri-La is the spiritual potency that makes the devotees very happy inside. So it dwells within them. It's their protector. It's their inspirer. It's like their wife. It's Radha. It's devotion. See, it opens the door to the kingdom of God, paradise. And he's given this jewel. They call it Bhakti Lata Bij. It's what it is. It's the seed of this kind of attraction to source that's transcendental. It's spiritual. It only comes from them. That's why in religion, man, they have gurus and they have their followers. Oh, Guru Dev and everything, but 99.9% of them are not awakened yet. They don't have this bhakti, this devotion. They're on their way. Gradually, they'll understand. And the way they'll understand is they meet a devotee who's a bona fide spiritual master in their line. And then they realize, wow, this is where I'm going to get bhakti. And they come onto the path, and they understand, wow, my guru is empowered by Krishna to deliver me. Okay? And if you don't get that realization, you don't get that opportunity, or you don't take advantage of that, well, you'll take another birth until you do. See, the bottom line is, hey, is a spiritual potency born in you, man? Do you know who Krishna is and what he is? Do you know Radha? Do you know what she is? Do you know how she's living in your body? Do you partake of that happiness of Radha, that pure love of God? If you don't, and most don't, they don't even know she exists, even though they're, oh, Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. All a bunch of empty words still. By material sentiments, oh, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. You got to find, whoever you are, find those persons who know Radha and Krishna. Okay? And if you hang around them long enough, you'll see these persons know what they're talking about. Okay. So, what does it say here? Yes, I follow the concept of Guru very much so. I don't know or understand that concept prior to meeting you. That's right. This is what the job of the bona fide guru is, to teach you the concept. So, it's interesting if you see what you're saying, and then you look at these other devotees they've had a guru for 25, 30, maybe even 40 years now since Prabhupada. But you're more clear on that concept than they are. You know why? Because you have somebody in your life that you're coming to the path, and you're getting inspired. You're spiritually connecting. You're getting God, the Lord, is giving you revelation and realizations that they don't get after 40 years. That's how powerful it is to meet the real spiritual master, empowered by the real Krishna, the transcendental Krishna. That's some Modi, idea. Oh yeah, I was voted in guru, and see my dress and see my nice flowery classes, philosophical classes and everything. And the person is usually not empowered by Krishna's spiritual potency, so they can't do much. They can't help you very well. Okay? But you found somebody where you'll get spiritual experience, spiritual connection. You know it, you feel it. It enlivens you. Okay? These persons still are in process of looking for that kind of association. But you got it for whatever reason, from a past life, or you got it. And so automatically you're advanced even more than these gurus, because they just by the fact it's right there in front of their face here, and they're not even attracted to all these ecstatic devotees who are crying and laughing every day. Are you kidding me? And you say you know Krishna? Hey, Radha's here, man. Radha's with us every day. Lord Chaitanya, his devotees are with us. We're in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. It's every day. It's apparent. 365 days a year. There is not a guru on the planet that give classes like we do every day for 4 friggin' hours. That's just one class. There ain't one. You show me one guru. You have to be really inspired by the spiritual potency to be able to do such things. You got to be really empowered by the transcendental potency to awaken prema bhakti and others that 100 of these gurus can't do put together. It's got to be the real deal here or not. That's how I look at it. To me, that's just logical. A lot of people, oh, that's so arrogant of you. Hey, man, well, just prove us wrong. Prove us there's another place like this. Yeah. If not, why not come to the place where the honey is being given? Why not come where the treasure is being distributed like this, every day? Why not? That to me is intelligence. That to me is logical. Why are you thinking illogical? Because your gurus are thinking illogical. They don't even appreciate the value. They must be desiring something else other than love of Krishna, intoxicatingly chanting the holy name in ecstasy. To me, I don't know, why would anybody want anything else? So okay, what do we have here? What do we got here? Well, all Freddie has is a piece of cake. That's right. That's all we have. We just eat cake here. Every day is the appearance. See, Janaki can eat cake every day because every day is the birthday of Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya. So get prepared for Janaki to become very fat, because every day is a cake day for her now. For us devotees, it's the only way to survive and overcome Maya is by associating with empowered devotees like Gurudev and others from our Sangha. So we keep up our spiritual life. No other way. Yeah, the Sadhu Sangha, even Krishna said, there's no other way. See, now you're on the same page as Krishna there, Shamagori. Krishna says, there's no other way but Sadhu Sangha to know me, my Vrindavan manifestation of Radha and Krishna. No other way except through the devotees who chant the holy name with great, pure, ecstatic devotion. That is the way. If you want just liberation, there's no other way. No, just keep chanting the holy name, and ultimately you'll be liberated. But better than just liberation or salvation is pure devotional service. But that's Vrindavan, man. You got to go through the gate of the devotees who chant. They know Krishna Vrindavan because they know Radha. Only Radha knows, and her girlfriends know. Are you a guru like that? You got to go through that gate, through the devotees. See, these are all verses, all with the right path. The path is the conception taught by the Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya Leela and Gita, that conception, and enunciated by the real associate of the Lord. Otherwise, you got the Bhagavatam, you got the Gita, you got Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then you have an enunciator. See? You got an enunciator, but they're not an associate. So what happens? Everything gets twisted, speculated on, naturally. See, it's got to be that flow. The book Bhagavat through the devotee Bhagavats. He has real devotion. Comes from the books written by ecstatic devotees also. See, you got to catch that flow, man, that electricity. See, that's the currency you need to enter Vrindavan. Currency. See, that's the money you need. I was trying to tell my friend last night about this energy, this Sat, Chit, Ananda. And this thing I was calling this between the lines magic. Oh, nice. They didn't quite understand me, but I was trying hard to describe it. Yeah. It's good, naturally. Yeah. Replying to Amy, send them here. Pass them some books. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. So these are all verses. I mean, see, what we're doing is we're lining up to the verses. So that's why you got to be an example. You got to be an example in the lineup. You have to be in the line. See, either as a guru or as a disciple. See, now everybody's situated right. See, and everybody will catch the current. The current flows from the book to the devotee. We say like the bona fide guru, to the real devotees, see the real associates, and out into the world. So you get the real father, see, and the real mother of devotion, see, Holy Spirit, see, through the sun. See, they radiate, they're like suns in the world, light. See, where do you catch the sun? Well, you got to go to the sun. You look up the sun, it's like a being there, there's somebody there. Yeah, you want the sun of the conclusive truth, the clear understanding of what life is about. You got to go to the Son of Truth, man, the Son of God. See, they're born either in this life or previous life, born of the Word of God that comes through the sons of God. See, so you got to go through that gate. Very simple. The whole problem is complicated because you haven't met one. Usually, it's hard to, and if you meet them, you're under the illusion, you think, they're just ordinary like me. But of course, I don't think I'm ordinary, but they are. Catch the bliss, the wave. Yeah. So anyway, back to the story. By the way, you guys can come on if somebody wants to come on. Why don't you guys come on too? Sometime. I mean, come on, man. Let's make this. Let's preach, man. Let's preach and share and make this interesting to the world. I mean, people have conversations and stuff like this. Come on, we have the ability. Come online, man. Let's talk about these things. Come on, get personal. So anyway, the link, you can use any link. Go look at my timeline. Any of those links, man, they all work. All of them. I just put one up again, man, all up there. Come online. Let's discuss. Let's have a Bible study, Bhagavatam style. All right, Prahlad. Narada Muni said, Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of asuras. He was the greatest of all devotees. Having thus been questioned by his class friends, the sons of the asuras, he remembered the words spoken to him by me, that's Narada Muni, and replied to his friends as follows. Prahlad Maharaj said, when our father Hiranyakashipu went to Mandakchala mountain to execute severe austerities, in his absence, the demigods headed by King Indra made a severe attempt to subdue all the demons in warfare. See, the demigods are always trying to do that. They want to subdue the demons. Just like now, good people. You can tell who they are if you're a good person. You can at least tell who the good are, right? The good people, these people who are sacrificing even their jobs to tell the truth about what the hell's going on with the demons. And they're, that to me, they're more worthy to listen to than a bunch of lying, selfish persons. I mean, really selfish. There's some selfishness in everybody, even the demigods, but there's more truth in them. Okay? More truth, and I, like if you want to know where the real news is, how to at least keep your body and your spirit somewhat, not spirit, your body and your mind free of all this bullshit going on here. Well, one way is this way, and the other is to know what they're doing, and so you don't get, you don't just walk into the trap. I get this link downloaded. I procrastinate. I'll get this link downloaded. I procrastinate. Okay, great. Yeah. Come on, let's have some fun, man. We had this Mahavira used to come. We used to have great conversations, man. Fantastic, man. This is what will liberate the world. Aren't you interested in that? Anybody out there? Don't you want to help others? Well, this is how you can do it. It'll increase your bhakti, increase your devotion, man. This is service to Guru, man. You get up here and discuss this. I mean, how quickly you want to advance. Yeah, help me out, man. Help Krishna out. I'm just trying to help Prabhupada out, and this you do like this. It's pretty easy. Just click on the friggin' link and just let Krishna work through you. Let God work through you. You don't have to. Learn to overcome fear by trust in God. You'll get purified. You'll move a lot faster too, by the way. So. Yeah. See, when the Lord came here, he didn't liberate people by himself. You notice it was teamwork. He worked with his devotees. So what is it going to be any different now? We work together as a team. And through these discussions, people will become attracted. People are looking for this kind of sangha, but you guys got to participate also. If you want, I mean, it's up to you. You're free to not do it or to do it. I'm just encouraging. Help the cause out. Because you make a difference. You got to understand, you guys make a difference. Everybody does. Just be willing. You say, I'm not qualified. And it's not about being qualified. I'm not qualified. I'm just willing. Be willing. That's it. So, you don't have to be qualified. Are you willing? That's the thing. Krishna makes us qualified. What's really nice. Okay. Anyway, it'll all work out in due course. See, it's made so the in his absence, the demigods headed by King Indra made a severe attempt to subdue the demons in warfare. You see how they're doing? See, now the demigods, they want a war. See, it's a fight for control. See, so the demons want to control over the demigods, and the demigods want to gain control over the demons. So they engage in war. Okay? It's not the most effective way because a lot of people die. That's okay. Don't worry. Evo is a special exception. And everybody else is too. Don't worry. Hey, man, at least you're coming here. That's okay. Wait, this one is different than the StreamYard. Yeah, this is different than the stream. You can click on any link all the time. And then you might have to figure certain things out. I don't know. Let's see. Find out. You got to click on a link to find out. So alas, as a serpent is eaten by small ants, so the troublesome Hiranyakashipu, who always inflicted miseries upon all types of people, has now been defeated by the reactions of his own sinful activities. Saying this, the demigods headed by King Indra arranged to fight the demons. So alas, as a serpent is eaten by small ants, so the troublesome Hiranyakashipu, who always inflicted miseries upon all types of people, has now been defeated by the reactions of his own sinful reactions. So this is actually a promise of what happens. All these persons are going to experience reactions. All these demons, all these people screwing people, making them slaves, and they have no conscience about it, all that. There's going to be reactions for this, and they will experience that. Says my device does not support it. Oh. So I don't know. What is your device? Let me know. Okay, yeah, tell me the details later on. And if your device is a tablet, it might not support it. I don't know. Yeah, let me know if it's a tablet you're using or a phone or what phone, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. So when the great leaders of the demons who were being killed one after another saw the unprecedented exertion of the demigods in fighting, when the great leaders of the demons who were being killed one after another saw the unprecedented exertion of all the demons in fighting, they began to flee, scattering themselves in all directions. Simply to protect their lives, they hastily fled from their homes, wives, children, animals, and household paraphernalia. So you know how people think the demons are hideous, they're demon, they're in some realm like ghosts and all this. No, this is people. They have a demoniac bent in the world. See, they have families, they have friends, they have cities. They're in our cities right now. We have a mixture of demigods and demons, even inside ourselves. So sometimes there's a mix. Tried the link. See, okay. LG Journey phone. Okay. Interesting. I'll look into that. Yeah, you can also look into it. I mean, go into Restream, question them, ask why. You can, get it, get it worked out. There's probably something you can do. Maybe there's a program, I don't know. Might have a computer too, go on your computers. Yeah. I'm working on my computer. The computer works nice. I'll check it. Yeah, you check it out. Okay. So when the great leaders of the demons so simply to protect their lives, they hastily fled from their homes, wives, children, animals, and household paraphernalia. Paying no heed to all these, the demons simply fled. Yeah. And and this is pretty interesting. This is why Jesus even said about this, those who are not actually empowered to deliver you, they flee. When the going gets tough, they abandon. And this is where you see a lot of already abandoned in Krishna consciousness, they just leave. Okay. See, so that's their nature, is just they flee. They don't care about their wives. They were only useful for whatever they wanted. It's really extreme selfishness. Yeah. The victorious demigods plundered the palace of Hiranyakashipu, the king of the demons, and destroyed everything within it. Then Indra, the king of heaven, arrested my mother, the queen. As she was being led away, crying in fear like a Karari captured by a vulture, the great sage Narada, who at that time had no engagement, appeared on the scene and saw her in that condition. Isn't that interesting key word? Narada Muni appeared on the scene who had no engagement. Aha, we got somebody here. Let's see, Janaki. Hey, there you are, Janaki.
I missed some of it because I was trying to get on.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm driving, so I pulled over so I could join.
Yeah. Okay, great. Good. You're out shopping, right?
No,
Shopping day.
I'm doing other things too, but yeah.
Are they keeping you busy over there?
Too busy. I'm ready to come home.
Yeah, this is pretty good over here. You know, there's fires all over the place, but you know, where I go, it's pretty good. You know, decent and nice rivers, you know, lakes, rivers. Just works out nice, you know. Krishna puts me in the right place. Oregon, I was thinking of going over there, but you know, it's dangerous right now because there are fires, you know, fires, smoke.
We don't have any here in California, but it's too hot.
It's too hot. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's too hot.
No, as soon as I'm free, I'm coming north.
Oh, good.
North, hopefully I have this dream that we'll meet up in Oregon.
I just came from that. I was going to go there, but then, you know, it's the places. Doesn't seem like you can really. You got to go a long way to camp somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's so controlled. You know, the coasts. Anyway, it's nice here. There's lakes, rivers, you know, and beautiful place. I'm going to go to a place called Pineville, you know, in Wyoming. Oh man, this place sounds really good.
Don't go further east. Let me catch up first.
Oh no, Wyoming is just it's just where I'm in Idaho, but it's close. Wyoming's just it's just a few miles from here.
Sound. What's your sound?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, we'll work it out. It'll work out. Yeah. We'll work it out. Okay, back to the story. So the victorious demigods plundered the palace of Hiranyakashipu, the king of the demons, and destroyed everything within it. Then Indra, the king of heaven, arrested my mother, the queen. I think it's time for another song.
Bluetooth connected.
Let's do a little Harinam here for a minute or two. Let's power up a little bit. What do we got here? Let's try a new song here.
me cry.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, let's try that one here. Always got to get new songs. You never know. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll be right there. I gotta get my solar panel. Just move it. 1 minute. Don't go away. All right. Got my solar panel. I gotta turn it sometimes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's try this traditional now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Got no picture there. Give us a picture there, Madhusudan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. There we go. Hey, Madhusudan, welcome. Hare Krishna. There he is. Finally. Just final appearance. Finally appearance. Hare Krishna. What?
It took a while to figure it out.
Oh, good. Maybe you can help some devotees figure it out too. They probably have the same problem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. another one. All right. Another finally appearance day. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Figured it out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Yeah, everybody chant. Just feel that name inside your throat and your heart, man. Yeah, go deep in there, man. Just deep. Feel Krishna awaken in there, man. Yeah, let me know your reports. I want to hear reports on how it works for you guys. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right. Now let's read some. How about some Chaitanya Mangal, man? Something says read that book. Let's see here. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktivinda. Why don't you read a little bit? Read some Chaitanya Mangal there, Madhusudana. Can you? Oh, I don't hear you. Gotta unmute. You're still muted. There's the Madhu Mangal Das. Yeah, maybe you got to figure that one out. So until you're figuring it out, you figure out how you get it, and then you can read. In the meantime, let's see here. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. All right, great.
I'm just going to move around a bit so I can sort myself out because I'm in a different position to read.
Okay, go for it. In the meantime, I'll chant until you're ready. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right, there he goes.
Thanks for using.
Just fire up the Kindle. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Library. Tanya Bhakti. Let's see where I got to.
So Madhusudam, Madhu Mangal Das, why don't you come on live too? Come on, you can do it. Just click on the link over there. It's on my Facebook timeline. Easy. Probably on your computer. It should be easy.
Yeah, Google Chrome.
Oh,
Google Chrome is good. That's what I'm using on my tablet. Google Chrome.
Okay. Google Chrome. Okay.
Where did I get to? Oh, that's right. I was near the beginning.
Hey, you know, read chapter 1 of the Madhya Lila in that one. Do you have that there?
All right. Chaitanya Bhagavat, yeah?
Yeah.
I probably got a different copy to everybody else.
Doesn't matter. Just read it.
I was reading it from when I got to, I was on page 41 of my copy. All right. The bit I got to is when Jagannath Mishra decided to initiate his son.
No. Read Madhya Lila, chapter 1. Just scroll ahead, way ahead, wherever you end up in the Madhya.
How about we start from when Sarvabhauma saw
Yeah.
the unconscious form of the Lord?
Okay, that's good.
Jai Shri Prabhupada, Jai Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Vishnu Devaya Krishna Srimati Smriti Bhaktanta Swami Tanamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Bhudavani Pachadine. Nivasi Shanyavani Pashacharacharine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Richananda. Shri Aveta Kadada Sivasari. When Sarvabhauma saw the unconscious form of the Lord, he thought, after observing all the symptoms, I can only conclude that this cannot be an ordinary human being. It is impossible for anyone to call out so loud and shed such incessant tears. The temple guards now stood at a distance, watching with fear and reverence and tribulation. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya waited for some time as the Lord continued to lie unconscious. Finally, he decided to take the Lord to his house. Sarvabhauma told the guards, "Carry this jewel among saints and follow me." They knew if they carry a jewel, they had to be very, very careful because it's very precious jewel. The guards carried the unconscious Lord on their shoulders. At the Shia Deva, the devotees met them. A large crowd had gathered, and these people also wanted to carry the Lord. Thus it came to be that the Lord was passed from one person to another like a piece of food being transported by a swarm of ants down a long line. The devotees offered their businesses and joined the crowd. I wonder how far Sarvabhauma's house was from the temple. Because it must have been a few hundred devotees along that line.
Yeah.
There was such a big crowd that when they came to Sarvabhauma's Bhattacharya's house, the doors had to be closed to keep the people out. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was very pleased to see the Lord's associates. He very respectfully welcomed them and had them seated. All doubts regarding the Lord's identity had vanished. So he was convinced who the Lord was. He thought, how fortunate I am that personality who the Vedic literatures are dedicated to, glorifying, is present in my house. When he saw Nityananda Prabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fell to the floor and took the dust from his lotus feet, smearing it on his head. Sarvabhauma then assigned some men to accompany the Lord's associates to the Jagannath temple. Feeling some hesitation, however, these guides requested the devotees, please compose yourself in front of the deities. Impossible.
Sounds like fighting.
No, I can't compose myself. Evil! Do not act like your guru. Only if you promise.
See, they think that's wrong to act like that. Isn't that amazing? Different level.
Compose yourself. Act
So God
proper.
God himself is showing the real standard. He's saying, hey man, this is what it's about. You know, be uncomposed in front of the deity, you know. Get the potency from my devotees, you know, so that you can do that. You know? Worship like the way I do. You know?
Here's the crux of it. Only if you promise to control yourself can we accompany you to the temple.
There you go. You see, only if you promise. See, they got to get that control, man.
The way your guru crashed to the floor, it was only God's grace that the deities did not fall over. Wow. Must have been like an earthquake.
Mm.
Anyone else who fell down like that would have died on the spot. Then the voice laughed, but also showed their guides that they need not worry, for they would behave normally. They didn't say they would restrain themselves. They said they would act normally. What's normally to a static devotee?
Mm.
It's
Good
not
point.
normal. It's not normal as a Vadi devotee, is it?
That's right.
So they weren't lying. They were saying, well, just act normal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The devotees had darshan of Lord Jagannath, and the pujaris brought them prasad and flower garlands, placing them around their necks. When they returned to Satyabhama's Bhattacharya, the devotees found the Lord in the same unconscious condition. Satyabhama was sitting at the Lord's lotus feet, and the rest of the people were loudly chanting Lord Krishna's holy name. In fact, the Lord was unconsciously for more than 9 hours.
Wow.
Probably sunrise to sunset, sounds like. Then gradually he began to stir. When he regained external consciousness, all the devotees were loudly chanting. The Lord requested, "Please, tell me exactly what happened." The devotees remained silent. But Nityananda replied, "You were going to see the Lord Jagannath at the temple. Then while viewing the deity, you fell unconscious by the will of Providence. Satyabhama Bhattacharya was present, and he had brought you to this house. You have been totally absorbed in ecstasy for the last 9 hours. Here is Satyabhama Bhattacharya offering you obeisances." Lord Chaitanya quickly got up and embraced Satyabhama Bhattacharya, saying, "The Lord is very merciful, for he has brought me to your house. I was wondering how I could find you and have your association. Lord Krishna has fulfilled my desire." What a desire. What a way to get a desire. What the heck? When I saw Lord Jagannath in the temple, I had a powerful urge to go and embrace him. Luckily, you were there and saved me from the great danger. From now on, I will view the deity from behind the Garuda Stampa. Nityananda Prabhu suggested, "It is late. You should go and bathe." Lord Chaitanya replied, "My dear Nityananda, you almost always look after me. I have given my body to your total care." After bathing, the Lord felt refreshed, and he came and sat down with the devotees. Satyabhama Bhattacharya had arranged for a lot of Mahaprasad, and he came and placed it before the Lord. The Lord offered a prayer of thanks for Mahaprasad and sat down. Satyabhama then brought rice on a golden plate for the Lord Chaitanya. The Lord and his associates greatly relished the feast, and while eating, they laughed in ecstasy with boyish glee. After finishing, the devotees sat around the Lord. Now one day thereafter, Lord Chaitanya sat with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in a scheduled place. The Lord said, although I certainly came here to see Lord Jagannath, my real concern was to meet you. Lord Jagannath is not going to speak to me, but you can sever my bondage to material existence. Lord
See
Krishna
how
is fully embodied.
you see how Lord Chaitanya is acting like a person needing to be liberated, like an ordinary person. He's saying, I can go to Lord Jagannath, but he's not going to speak to me. You are, you're the liberated soul. You're the guru, man. You're going to talk to me. See, he's teaching Guru Tattva this way. Even though Sarvabhauma he's thinking, yes, I can liberate. He's still in false ego because he's, not liberated yet. He didn't get the mercy. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of levels going on in these pastimes. It's not just black or white. Just the Lord's very tricky. How he's bewildering Sarvabhauma. See, Sarvabhauma is usually bewildering everybody with Mayavadi teaching and all that stuff, and he's bewildering him, acting like an ordinary person. See? And actually, the reason I came here was for your association. Not to just see Lord Jagannath. So the Lord was actually doing that all over India. He was going to the holy places to get darshan, right? No, he was going to deliver people. See, that's because that's why the Lord and his associates wander. They're the only ones that are auspicious in this world. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya said there's nothing. Brahmins are not actually really auspicious. They're still in the mode of goodness. It's not good enough. You need transcendental association, man. That's full of real potency, man. That'll purify you, man. That'll wet your whistle. That'll get you really drunk, in what gets me drunk. The Lord is intoxicated. That's why he laughs, he cries, and all that stuff. That's sane, true sanity. That's normal. This is the new normal. Nothing is ever going back to normal, my friends out there. This is the new normal. Get used to it. It's great. It's not the new normal that these demons are thinking. They want to put you in where you're a slave new normal thing. Well, the new normal is you become a slave and under draconian rulership. See? But no, see, God has another plan in mind that these demons don't even know. They're like Hiranyakashipu, right there, Panu? These demons are always trying to get the upper hand. I'm going to trick that God. I'm going to get a boon and then nobody can kill me. And that's what these guys are thinking. They think the same way, these idiots. The Lord, no, they think this new normal is slavery. No. The new normal, I'll tell you, this is prophecy, my friend, starting from Isaiah, but going to be fulfilled now. Okay, the fulfillment is everybody will know their Lord, man, including demons, including demigods. They'll know who they're worshiping. See, nobody will need to be taught about what's right there in front of them, right inside their own hearts. The veil is going to be taken away fully, man, so that people can know. This will be the new normal, is everybody will realize their source. What else? Otherwise, there's no meaning to this universe. That's why the Lord's tearing down the old normal, and even this new normal, they ain't going to come. The demon, it's always like that. I'm telling you, this is Bhagavatam living. That's why I have no fear what's coming on, man, because this is Bhagavatam. This is the same damn thing that Vishnu did. He tricked those demons, man. He said, yeah, you're going to get the nectar. You're going to get the nectar of control. You're going to live forever. Just like these guys, we're going to live forever. Us elites in the computer. Yeah, we're going to, and then the Lord's going to snatch that nectar away, which is no nectar, and give them the real nectar. Yeah, the lion will lie down with the lamb, man. The lion, the demons, and the demigods will realize their source. That's Kali Yuga. That's this Kali Yuga. Very special. Yeah. So that's the program, man. The new normal. Go ahead there.
You see, just bear with me 1 minute.
See, Lance's his practice of chanting was fruitful yesterday. He said he started hallucinating. There we go. Now we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Pani would love to hallucinate, right? Wouldn't you love to hallucinate, man? Get you free of that workspace, man. All that bullshit you got to do
I'm
every day.
hallucinating now.
What?
The page moved by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, Lord Krishna has fully empowered you to distribute transcendent knowledge. And so if you desire, you can enlighten me. So Lord Chaitanya is asking Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, please enlighten me, because Lord Krishna is giving you the empowerment to enlighten me.
Yeah,
So
well,
go ahead.
not exactly, but he's playing with them because Sarvabhauma is thinking. You know, he's playing them just to give him his own association, because you get purified by close association. So the Lord was very tricky. See, like these demons, they know to pollute you by their association, by getting you to believe in their word. See? So Lord Chaitanya said, yeah, I'll sit here 7 days. And so he's looking at the real deity. The real deity is Lord Chaitanya. And the Lord's just sitting there and he's smiling and everything. And he's getting delivered because he's looking at the real deity, man, right there before him. It's burning all the coverings away. And Sarva's just talking like crazy, just going blah, 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 Mayavadi crap, you know. And the Lord's sitting there. And then at the end, Sarvabhauma says, didn't you understand anything? You just sit there and look and like you're not understanding anything. And the Lord says, yeah, you're right. I'm not understanding it. I don't get this, man. It doesn't make any sense to me what you're teaching. It sounds like bullshit, you know? Yeah, go ahead. I'm getting ahead of the story. Sorry about that.
That's right. Lord Chaitanya is saying to Sarvabhauma, I'm taking shelter of you, don't you know? And so kindly do which is most beneficial to me. What must I do? How must I act?
See, that's
because
unless people ask that question, you're going nowhere. You know, you're going in circles. You got to ask the devotee empowered by Krishna, just like he said, you're empowered by Krishna. You know, otherwise you're just going in circles. You know, you don't know who you are, what you are. You don't know what is a devotee, what is the devotional potency. You don't know any of these things, even though you're in religion, even though you're a guru. Can you imagine these guys claim to be your deliverers? Oh, Guru Dev, oh, please deliver me. And they don't even know what Krishna is. They don't know Radha, man. They don't know the devotional potency. It's not even awakening them. You guys are just children. Just little children, childlike. Childish, not childlike. We're gonna take him down, man. This is put the war paint on there, Madhu Mangal and Madhu Sudan. We're going after these guys, man. We're gonna take them down, man. Go ahead there.
Please stop me from falling back into the dark world of material existence. Please guide me in every way, because I have surrendered myself unto your lotus feet.
See, and that's it, man. That's simple. Faith in real devotee. Faith in a real empowered guru in that sense. And you're delivered that easily, man. It is faith. Jesus said it, right? Didn't he say that? He said, those who believe in me. That means believe in who? Not the Jesus of that guy in Jonestown, not his Jesus, man. That you take the Kool-Aid, man, and not these ISKCON Jesuses or Krishnas, because they're not an experienced devotee. You know, you got to understand the Lord of a real living devotee. They're going to give you the real conception of God, because they know God. They know it's a twosome. They know Radha. They know devotion. They know that that's the key. You know? Otherwise, you're going around like this and you're putting on a big show out there. That's all it is, a big show. These big, go to the temples and ring bell. What did Prabhupada call them there, Pani? Bell ringers, right? Bell ringers. All they do is collect disciples so that they can eat. See, use, control for what? You can't liberate them. All you can do is give them rules. Yeah, go out there, collect more money for me, but I can't take away your burdens. I can't give you the truth and set you free. You know? I can't show you the truth. I can't show you what life is really about. I can't show you the happiness of loving God. See? There are no shows, man. Who the heck wants to go to a no show? You go to this world. You come to this world for a show. But what show are you watching? Distractions of Maya, right? Every distraction here, distraction. We need to see the real show, man. The greatest show on earth, man. Deliverance of the living entities from illusion. The greatest show on earth. Where is that going on? Here. Here. Go ahead there, Madison. It's getting inspired sometimes here. Feel like smacking Maya around. You ever feel like that? You just want to smack her around, you know? Just take illusions like a piece of paper, man, and crumple it up, man, and say, I eat illusion for breakfast. Don't you ever want to say that, Madison? How about you, Pani? You ever feel like saying, I eat the illusion for breakfast? It's my breakfast here, you know? I feel very empowered. Yeah, it's fertilizer for the truth. Go ahead, Madison. Head on.
In this way, the Lord spoke to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, deluded him fully. Sarvabhauma certainly could not fathom the Lord's actual intention. He replied, you certainly have been blessed by the Lord's grace. I wish to ask you, what prompted you to accept the renounced order of life? Please consider it carefully. What is to be gained by accepting sannyas? The first thing that happens when a person takes sannyas is that he is attacked by pride. While holding the sannyas danda, he feels that he is empowered with great knowledge. He never folds his hands.
I've seen this so much. I seen people. When I was in the Narayan Raj group, I seen people. They were nice, humble brahmacharis, and as soon as they grabbed that danda, they felt empowered by it. But it was pride. It was interesting. I saw this. I saw the change, and all of a sudden, some were my friends, and all of a sudden, I'm superior. Don't you see this? No wonder Nityananda just took that like we do, like I like to do too. I like to take your dundas and snap it and show you a different kind of empowerment. Like my Lord Nityananda, my Lord did that. He said, what is this? This is not the empowerment of my Lord Chaitanya. No, he's got something else. He doesn't need that dunda. I'll just give me your dundas. Let's collect them. You know, here Biden wants to collect all the guns. I want to collect all the dundas in ISKCON. Collect them all and I'll snap them all. You know, your empowerment. Bring your dundas here, man. It's time for dunda control. Bring them all over here. Bring your weapons over here. I'll show you. We'll snap those dundas. We'll show you what's more the empowerment that Lord Chaitanya had. Why Nityananda snapped the dunda. Nobody knows why he snapped the dunda. This is just because you come to one class, you'll know why Nityananda snapped the dunda. Yeah. It's not the empowerment of Lord Chaitanya. We don't need dundas. Yeah, you look at it. You ever see me wear a dhoti? No, I burned them a long time ago. I don't need to. The threads, dhotis, I had a big bonfire. Man, just collected them all and threw them in the fire. Don't need that anymore, man. All I need is Radha and Krishna and chanting ecstatic worship. That's all I need. That's all you guys see that you need too. You don't need these controlling sannyasis with their dandas beating you over the head with a bunch of rules, right? You're free. You're set free. Who needs those things? Right there, Janaki? Go ahead there. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
The sannyasis, they just stand there with a danda.
Yeah.
They expect everybody to bow their heads.
Yeah.
They'll bow down to them. But they don't do anything, they just stand there.
Yeah. Here, you know.
First time I met him.
Yeah, just bow your head. All you need is bowing your head to the truth, man. Bow your head to ecstatic worship. That's all. You guys out there, I'm just going to make a declaration now. There's very little time. Hey, man, bow your head to ecstatic devotion and the preaching that comes from that. That's all you have to do. That's all here. If you bow your head, you'll get Vrindavan. If you don't, you're taking another birth. That's a pretty sweet deal, man. And we've proven it all the time. People are getting protection. That's funny. He can't come regularly. He's so busy with that little kid over there. Wants all the attention, Hey, man,
This is so true, Maharaj. I mean, I feel that. I mean, with Maya's distraction, this energy is so powerful. But you're preaching. If we come in for a few minutes, you really take our Maya for your breakfast, as you say. You really take her away. And then the truth that you have given us, it's there. It's just surfaces in your lectures, just like that, once we come in. That absolute truth that you give. And I see that more and more that the basis for this is the proper understanding of Guru Tattva, who a real guru is. Yeah. If you get to that first, I think the rest is taken care of because he delivers you. He delivers you. That's it.
Well, it's your faith in Krishna working through that guru. That's the thing. That's the secret. It's the essence. Prahlad Maharaj, he was teaching the demons, the kids. He said, if you have faith in my words, then you will have what I have. You'll also understand transcendental knowledge like I do. That's why you see people have studied the books, all of them. Everybody here that studied the books, now they have faith in those books by hearing the word, hearing that vibration. All of a sudden, oh, wow, now I get it. Ask Janaki. Now ask Johan. I mean, look how ecstatic Johan is. The guy is uncontrollable. He's totally normal now. See, he's really normal. See, and he's read 5 times. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's Prabhupada's trick, actually. Prabhupada had everybody read the book, and sincere devotees, they were reading those books, 2 hours a day, like Prabhupada said. And eventually they'll come here and then they'll be like, whoa, now I really got it. Or they'll come to a disciple that's come here and you'll get it that way. Or you'll come in the next life and meet a real devotee who has real bhakti, and you will get it. Whenever. Hey, man, the Lord Chaitanya has cut down the time frame from 10 million lifetimes down to 1 or 2 or 3. What is that? Many people here, you're going to get it here. You'll pop into Vrindavan in this body. You'll feel it, man. You'll just love Vrindavan. You'll love Krishna. Will show you all these things. Yeah, already doing that. Look at Alita Ganga. Look at Johan, man. These guys they're off the charts. Literally. I mean, you don't find anybody. I mean, it's like, unbelievable, actually. I love it, man. It's fantastic, man. Look at it. These are my sons. You know how people are proud of their sons and daughters? Look at could you imagine? I never had any children, never wanted any. But look at the children I got now. Look at them. My God, I couldn't be prouder. Where's my cigar, guys? Nobody sends me a cigar. Order me a box of cigars on Amazon, and I'll smoke 1 or 2. I only like to smell cigars. Huh? But look at that. Hey, man, Chari Dev, how many children are you really proud of? I think you're just proud of your big knowledge. That's all I think you got. I'm proud of my children, man. They're born of the word that's preached here. I love that power of that word, man. It is potent sperm, transcendental sperm, man. They just goes in their ears and in their heart and pops out Krishna, man. Nice, well-formed Krishna. You know, that's what I like to see. Yeah, let's see you pop out babies like that, man. Let's see how pertinent your word is. Is it the word of the kingdom, like Jesus said, man? You know, Jesus said, I'm a preacher of the word of the kingdom, man. Well, that's the real guru. Find somebody like that who preaches the word of the kingdom. What is the kingdom? Well, Krishna awakens in your heart. Now you got the kingdom. What else do you need, man? When your soul is united with the supreme soul, that is the kingdom. Yeah, that is the pearl. You're a rich person now. You got lots of pearls and jewels and all of that. It's the Lord himself. Go ahead there, Madhusudhan.
This sort of arrogance is not at all healthy. Try to understand this point from the verse of the Bhagavatam 11:29-16. Always aware that the Supreme Lord resides alongside the soul in everybody. One should offer obeisances before all, even the dogs, outcasts, cows, asses, falling flat upon the ground like a rod. This is the proper standard for a Vaishnava, and only a charlatan devotee will not act otherwise. The only thing one gains,
but that, you know, and that's where a lot of devotees are, and therefore they cannot make the distinction. See, they think, oh yeah, I'll pay obeisances to all living beings and all that stuff, and so, but they didn't make the distinction. Paying the obeisances to a Vaishnava who has God awakened in their heart is the door to something more than Brahman. You know, if you're happy with just liberation, salvation, and Brahman, well, then you can follow that path. But Lord Chaitanya came to give something different, and that's available only through a real Vaishnava empowered with pure love of God. No other way, no other way, no way. You're interested in salvation? Well, go or get one of these gurus, chant Hare Krishna, and not know what is a real Vaishnava, because if you know, you're going to get Vrindavan. That's why I say, if anybody comes to the point of real faith here, like Lalita and Johan, you're going to become like that. That's the kingdom of God, man. You know, and that comes, learn from the witnesses how to get into the kingdom. There's no other way than that. No other way. Even though they're in the kingdom, you don't see them leaving the kingdom. You don't see them going around, oh, now it's about me. See? Now, because, you're still in Brahman level. You want to be equal with Guru and God. That ain't the deepest devotees are not like that. No, they're always their head at the feet of all real Vaishnavas. And the way, like here, practically, you want to see the way I pay my obeisance to all living entities. I tell them the friggin' truth. That's my obeisances. Truth is going to set you free, not some Mayavadi, level or Brahmin level. No, the truth, man. Hey, man, put your feet at the head of the ecstatic devotees. Give respect and honor to that worship of devotees who have ecstatic devotion, that are real disciples of the real path and the real guru, and are in there and becoming gurus themselves, and they're the door for because they're walking the right way, the only way. It's always been that way. This is just a little more clear conception of what Christians could use. That's all. Their little thing, they don't take the responsibility. They don't understand clearly. That's why there's still some problems there. Here, we're here to wipe out all obstacles and problems. All of them. There ain't nothing, Janaki, I stand with your every... See, that to me, here she's read the books 4 times. Her husband has been standing by the As It Is books and everything, and she says that. Now, that's an honor. That's really like saying, hey, I stand behind these things. See? And she read the books, and her husband was pushing the original books and all that stuff. You got to be like that. And then you get a lot of mercy. To me, this is a lot of mercy is this. The Lord says, oh, here you go. Here I am. I'm giving myself to you, my protection, my purification. Yes, just because you believe in where I'm really working in this world. Because so many people don't. So many people believe that he's working in Acharya Devs and Jaipatakas, but if they don't have the symptoms of the Transcendental Lord working, you found the wrong door. It's not completely the right door. You're on your way. You will figure it out in this life or the next life. We're just trying to help you a little bit. That's all. That's my obeisances to you, gurus, and you, their followers, is to tell you the truth at all costs. Kind of speed up the process a little bit. Get you into the kingdom, maybe in this life, Somebody, is this reasonable? Just go in through the real devotees who have real bhakti, real devotion. They have this real symptoms, man. Everything in the book, I just preach what's in the book, man. What's the difficulty? Why is it so hard to understand? Why won't they listen there, Pani? Why?
I didn't know, Maharaj. Actually, it happened recently that we watched a replay of your class the other day, and Facebook just automatically, after your class finished, it just played the Acharya Dev's class. It was an autoplay. And then I was like, my God, word after word is just ripping it apart, but I can't see Krishna anywhere. Noodles and I, we were wondering, what are these explanations? How can people fall for it? And again, he had 50 people live there. And then in this class where you're giving out all the pearls, there were just 10 or 8, 9. It was going up and down. But of course, these are the best devotees we have. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, just comparing the numbers, and we were asking the same question that you were asking. I have no answer. I feel like I don't know why.
Because the jewels come here. It's it's kind of like there's McDonald's, right? You see how many people go into McDonald's to eat? There's so many masses, and they got them all over the place. All over McDonald's to eat and everything. But to where really good food is, organic, all that, fewer people. See, it's just the way the masses can't discriminate what is really good for your body and what isn't. So now, see, we're dealing on another level. What is really good for the spiritual body and what is good and what is not so good. See, so the thing is, speculation is not so good for the spiritual body. See, that's why ultimately you want your spiritual body awakened. Go to a real devotee, man, it has real devotion. See, and then it awakens the spiritual body. Then you can put in the good organic. See, this is organic. These conceptions, man, they're all in a book. I'm in a candy store. What can I do, man? All these jewels are every word and every name and everything. It's just, I got all these jewels. It's intoxicating. It's fantastic. It's true happiness. The thing is, but your spiritual body needs to be awakened. But most of the masses of devotees, it's new. They're new. They can't tell the difference between organic spiritual food and junk food. Or maybe it's a little better than junk food. Maybe it's something, I don't know, speculation and just different. But this is as it is. Didn't Prabhupada write this Bhagavad Gita as it is? Could you imagine presenting it as it is? Or the Bhagavatam as it is? See, and not as it is Vaidhi. No, as it is conclusive in its confidential aspect. Oh, man. I guess this is why only the jewels come here right now. I think, the ones who are sick of being, I'm so ashamed. My Gurudev said I'm shameful. And I can't get over guilt. My leaders are always making me feel guilty because I can't come up to the standard of material perfection. I can't be a perfect sannyas like their lying lips say they are. All the hypocrisies and all that stuff. What do you expect? So when you're tired of that, hey man, there's a place for you. But if you believe in it, what can be done? You don't want to believe in the witnesses and what we are realizing and all this. You don't not attracted to conclusive, confidential understanding of Bhagavatam. Well, you're not interested. Well, so don't come, man. I'd rather have, I love the verses and I love the experience of being a living verses here. Great. This Srimad Bhagavatam is greatly pleasing to hear in a society of devotees. But those others who would come here and they go, oh, my Acharya Dave never said that. Oh, my Jaipatak never said that. Prabhupada didn't teach that. Yeah, get out of here. Go over to them, man. This is not pleasing to hear Bhagavatam amongst persons who can't understand the difference between classes like this and the big illustrious Acharya Dave in the eyes of neophytes. I mean, I just honestly, I'm not here to be vainly, humble right now. Maybe someday later on I'll take on, just chant the holy name in ecstasy. And if you want to know all this Siddhanta that I'm teaching now, go watch the videos that we did years ago. Right now, I'm just going to do like Lord Chi, just relish this stuff. I'm doing this because you got to understand this because it's so deep, and nobody understands Lord Chaitanya's ecstasy because they don't hear the book that describes it preached about its nuts and bolts and details and all that stuff, But after we're finished with that, I'm just going to say, hey, man, you guys want to learn this? Go watch the friggin' videos. I'm going to be sitting there doing what Uttamadhikaris do. This relish mellows, and you'll have to, you're unclear what's going on here? Well, we got a lot of videos, man, thousands by that time. We already have thousands. Go study the videos, and then you'll know why we're sitting here like Lord Chaitanya and his devotees did, just relishing the mellows all day long, crying and laughing, looking like Johann more and more. The guy can't even chant Hare Krishna mantra properly. He's like, the tears are coming, man. Can't even chant his 16 rounds anymore. Too many tears. Hey, that's what it's about. It's about that. That's it, man. And all the preaching is to teach that it's about that. Go ahead there. Give us some more ammunition.
Generally, sannyasis only get respect from many people, but this loses all good sense from them. The living entity is meant to worship and serve the Supreme Lord, but instead the sannyasis calls himself Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lakshmi Devi all serve the Supreme Lord, and yet the sannyasis have no shame to call themselves, I'm Prabhu, I'm the Lord.
Yeah.
Isn't that
see, this is the difference. See, devotees, pure devotional service is you're tasting the Lord. You're eating the bread of life. You're eating it, not being it. The Lord is already it. That's why he came as Lord Chaitanya. He says, hey, well, my devotees got a better job than me. They get to taste me. I'm the food, man. But, my devotees, this is greater than just being the food, is tasting the food. See, so the Mayavadi idea is a little bit different. They wanna be the food, In other words, that's why I gotta help break the devotees through this thing. I just want to be acknowledged. I want to be known. I want to be loved and all that. So you're taking the position of the Supreme Lord. You want his position because he's the one to love. He's the one to be acknowledged. So you got to be broken through this little baby thing. You want to be God. That's what you want to be. That's why you get some bhakti and they're watering that thing. I want to be known as a devotee, known as the Lord, as a worshiper. I want to be acknowledged. See, you're just imitating the Lord. He's the one who's we're to acknowledge for power, for love, for ecstasy, for happiness. Hey, not to be it, to be the one acknowledged. No, you lose the false ego. You just lose it, man. Just no, man. My happiness is acknowledging the Lord. His truths. And preaching that and the happiness of God, man. That's where it's at. People don't know, so we have to show them, teach them, tell them just come here and you'll get it all. Everything you need is right here. You'll hear it, you'll see it, you'll feel it. What else do you need? That's called sadhu sangha, the real one. People get a chance to experience what real sadhu sangha is in this life. Very rare, my friends. Go ahead there, Madhusudan. Actually, Pani, you want to read a little bit? You want to read a little bit, Pani?
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. Is it Chaitanya Mangal that?
Yeah, Chaitanya Mangal. Yeah.
Where do I get it online? I tried a couple of ones. I get it only in Hindi.
Yeah, go ahead in English. Chaitanya Mangal in English.
Yeah. I've got mine in Kindle, so that's not really helpful.
Oh, really? Kindle? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Also,
Amazon Kindle.
You can also ISKCON Desire Tree.
That one I found. Yeah, the ISKCON Desire Tree one in English. Yeah. Where are we, Madhusudan?
Well, if it's the same setup as mine, I'm on page 329.
I only have 122 pages here.
Yeah, just read something in there.
I'll read something. Yes.
Yeah.
In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregation chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. In this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, the word Krishna Varna means the two-syllable Krishna. Now, everyone please hear the explanation of the word Akrishnam, which means
this is our weapons, is the spiritual potency. See, the devotees, the devotional concepts, the holy name. This is what's going to mess with Maya. See, introducing that into this world. That's why we're building this kind of true clarity in this world of the illusion. See, and that is what's going to help people, because people don't know where is the spiritual potency. What is the spiritual potency? We think the only thing available is this illusion, all this Maya. You think that is it in being listening to conversations about Trump or Biden or politics or Varnashram Dharma and everything. No, what people need is to know where is the spiritual potency acting in this world. And that's here. Tell everybody. That's what they say. The Illuminati, they're, see, big secret, but here we're it, man. We're demons, man. We're worshiping that, man. But don't tell anybody. Here, we're shouting, man, spiritual potency here, man. This is shelter. You'll see all those lies and everything. They'll just be like just water off the duck. These liars, all these. When I watch Bill Gates, it's like I'm in a comedy show, man. I'm watching a stand-up comedian. I see Biden or all of them. They're all, they're just all don't have a very clear bead on reality yet. But this is here, man. Very clear, man. Getting more clear all the time, clearing away all the cobwebs in people's minds. Just all this Maya illusions and all that, man. This is, this is life. This is the reality. Go ahead there, Punny.
I was just thinking about the crystal clear conclusiveness that you've been emphasizing from the very beginning. I remember whenever devotees used to give their conceptions, you'd say, inconclusive. But that actually, now thinking about, like, I heard about Lord Chaitanya not actually killing anyone,
Yeah.
but he's interested in killing all. They just don't conclude it. But now I understand, it's killing their Maya, right? So that they actually go beyond that, and get to the true conception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing the mind. It's not a body thing. That's not. We're not here to kill the body. We're
How
here
does
to
that?
what?
Killing the Manu demon.
Yeah, kill the misconceptions. Because that's what causes people unhappiness. It starts with the mind, and then enters the body, acting. See, the deed. So the demons, they're controlling people's minds, and it gets their body and their feel. See, it goes from the mind. See, what do they have? With the mainstream media, blah blah, same message. Every day there's only 3 or 4 messages, same message. See, they're getting controlling people's mind. The masses, they just soak it up, man. They just control the mind to do what? Controls the feelings to do what? To control the body. Oh yes, let me lock myself in. Oh yes, mask. I gotta have the mask. Gotta mask. Stuff like that. See, the demons think, wow, we're so powerful. We're controlling people's minds, and then they make them feel really afraid. Then they're really easy control. They can't even think straight, and then they act in stupid ways. I'm amazed. I'm totally, every day I'm like, what? I hear the mainstream media and politicians, everything. God, and Biden, especially. Biden's going like this. He's saying, yeah, we just everybody needs to get the shot. What is the problem, man? I'm not joking, everybody should have this. It's like, and it's like, well, wait a second, this is experimental. Why? And, all these logical things come to my mind because I'm not in fear. And I see most of the people must be in fear because they're so superficial in their thinking about that whole thing, and they're thinking, oh, well, wait a second. Do you know that's experimental? Oh yeah. Do you want to be a guinea pig? Yeah. I mean, is that true or not? I mean, basically, is it FDA approved? No, just get it because we're in such fear. You're going to take it. We'll take the chance. It's worth the risk. Do you know there's so many people dying from this and more being they're trying to cover this up. There's so many reasons to be hesitant, but people aren't. Why? Because who they listen to. See, they listen to if you believe in hypocrites and liars and all that, your understanding will be not very good, and you'll be in deep ignorance, and you'll do things that are destructive to you and to others. So this is their real hope, man. If you want to, and this goes even beyond what the demigods are doing here, the good people, because they have their solution is we just got to conquer that. We got to fight it. See? But, that there's some ignorance there. It's like this we thing. I say all that people need is true knowledge. See? Transcendental knowledge. If people will if you can get anybody out there, can get people just to come, whether they're gurus or they're followers, or the world, the demons or the demigod, just to come here and listen to these discussions, they will overcome the horrible thing coming down here. If you don't, it'll come down. Why not? The Lord will destroy all that and leave what's the remnant here. Because, hey, it's Krishnadas Kaviraj predicted. He says, without devotion to Krishna, if Radha and Krishna did not come to this world, it would be useless. So to the Lord, it's, what is this? Useless. There's no use. Oh, you're not interested in learning about bhakti? Oh, you just want something else? Well, time for that is finished. Why not take the best thing? Is this path? Why not take full-on knowledge? Full-on knowledge that reveals everything. What is a demigod? What is a demon? What is a human being? What is the greatest happiness? What is the greatest purification? What is the greatest purity? What is the greatest life in this world? What is the greatest of everything? So either take that or we'll see you later. Go ahead there, Pani.
Now, everyone, please hear the explanation of the word Akrishnam, which means of light color. This word refers to Lord Gaura. The word Sangopangastra Parsadam means accompanied by his associates. The Lord descends to this world. Here, the word Anga refers to Lord Balaram.
That's a key word there. You notice light. See, refers to Lord Chaitanya, Gauranga. He's golden Krishna. So how did he illuminate this world? See, what is the real light in this world? Is what? Devotion, expression. Expression of devotion is the real light in this world. That's why it's golden Krishna. See, not dark Krishna, golden Krishna. Then you can understand the secret. Just like these demons, they work in the shadows, right? They work in darkness. Yeah, well, Krishna also works in the darkness of Vrindavan, but the light, the golden color, the love of Radha, devotion reveals what's in that darkness. No other way to reveal it. See, otherwise people are looking at the darkness in the world. See, and becoming in this forest. See, this forest of illusion, fires, forest, all this burning. What's going on here? So people need to look to the sun, man. That's why it's the Son of God is the most important. The Son, the golden one. The golden one is the real devotee that has real devotion. And then you cracked it, man. You found the door. See, the devotee you cannot separate the devotee from devotion. See, it's like, well, that's good. We'll take the message, but not the messenger. What is this? The messenger is the cup for that. If you don't have the messenger, you have no cup. It's like trying to offer water without a conch shell. How do you do that? See, that's why the Lord sends his receptacles of this bhakti, man. They got to send his sons, man, this bhakti in a receptacle. That's the devotees, the real associates of the Lord, teaching the real conception. They're the cup of that conception. They're the cup of that ecstatic love. See, that's the Son, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Son contains the true conception of the Father, and the true happiness of the Father is his bhakti. You got to be that, otherwise step aside. You ain't the real guru yet. You're not a very good one. You have to have a Pharisee come up to you, or one of these big gurus saying, "Are you the Son of God?" Yes, of course. Otherwise, why should I take the name guru? Why should I allow people to worship their guru here as good as God? I'd be a cheater like you all there. If you can't say that, step aside. I'll say, yeah, you're right. The golden thing is here. That devotion is here. Real bhakti is here. And the real conception of God is here because of that bhakti. Yeah. I love you, yeah. Love you, yeah. Go ahead, Pani, read some more. This is very interesting.
The word Anga refers to Lord Balaram, and the word Upanga refers to the Lord's ornaments. The word Astra refers to the Lord's Sudarshan Chakra and other weapons. The word Parsadam refers to Prahlad, Narada, and all the other personal associates of the Lord.
Go ahead, read all that again.
In this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, the word, from where I just read?
Yeah, everything. Just
everything.
Right now, from where you just started.
Yeah. Here the word Anga refers to Lord Balarama, and the word Upanga refers to the Lord's ornaments. The word Astra refers to the Lord's Sudarshan Chakra and other weapons. The word Parsadam refers to Prahlad, Narada, and all the other personal associates of the Lord.
See, this all spiritual. See, all part of the spiritual potency. What's mundane in that? Anything? No. This is the weapons, how to destroy Maya. This is what the demigods don't know. This is what Eckhart, what is this hymn to? But David Icke doesn't understand. See, he doesn't. He's him and all these people. They're all into this we by it, just like the demons. Well, if we team up, this is what they're doing. They teamed up in the world, and they got their little, just like Kamsa. He teamed up with all the kings of the demons. Well, that's going on here now. We have that in the UN, man, the United Nations, and the Center for, what is this? The Foreign Relations Commission thing. And Biden admitted, he said, I used to be on that board. Yeah, I know. the something for foreign relations. Anyway, they're all the head honchos can, like go meet there. See? And so this is something they don't know, and those fighting this don't know. It's all a we thing. See, here it's all a Krishna thing. It's all a Radha Krishna thing. See? Devotion to Krishna will overcome this illusion in the way that nothing else will do. Devotion to God, pure devotion to God, pure worship of God, Krishna will take care of this. Even if a few people can be empowered like this, will take over the world. Literally, Prabhupada said, if 1% become devotees, the whole world would be taken over. Oh, and 1% of these kind of devotees that we're making here, the universe will be taken over. Oh, you think this bhakti is not more powerful than anything? Oh my God. Huh. You think this truth is more powerful than all the conceptions that the demons and demigods believe in, and is more pure than those conceptions. It's the only real purifying thing. See? Confirmed. I have my own machines here.
Beep, beep.
So I'm using a lot of power here, man. Yeah, a lot of power. Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, a lot of potency. I have 400 watts of solar potency going on here, powering all the devices. I have 2 fans going. I got just all kinds of stuff working now. Go ahead, Pani, read some more.
The devotees who were the Lord's servants and maidservants, when he previously descended to the material world again, became his Angas and Upangas when he descends as Lord Gaura. Someone will describe all these great Vaishnavas and tell what their names are in Lord Krishna's pastimes. The common people will not understand these descriptions. How will the lowly people believe them? For this reason, Kharabhajana Muni said, only intelligent people will understand. Sankirtana is the Yuga Dharma in Kali Yuga. Intelligent people will delight in Sankirtana. Now, I will explain to you what the ordinary people do not understand. Why in Srimad Bhagavatam, only 3 colors are given to describe the Lord's incarnations in the 4 yugas. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the word Krishna Varnam may mean either he whose color is black or he whose name is Krishna. A different color is not seen in these 2 yugas, Dwapara and Kali. In these 2 yugas, the Lord's incarnation has the same color. The Lord's incarnations have the same color in these 2 yugas. That is the heart of the explanation. In Satya and Treta yugas, the Lord's incarnations have a red and white color, respectively. In Dwapara and Kali yugas, the Lord's incarnations both have the same color. Why is this?
See, the thing is, I'm sorry I missed a lot of that because I have this stuff going on here. But anyway, what I got here is basically what people need to know is they're not intelligent. and you need to hear this transcendental knowledge from an empowered devotee, and then you'll become intelligent. It's really that simple. That's the system. That's the parampara. But you have to hear it from a real devotee who has real bhakti, real devotion. Otherwise, it's just a big show, big intellect, study and all this, and mental gymnastics with and using the scriptures. No, you got to hear from a real devotee these things, and then this is transcendental knowledge, and we're not holding back here. That's the great thing is we really, if people understand, I want to become intelligent. If you got to first admit that you're not very intelligent, otherwise you won't listen here. If you think, oh, look at Gohari, why should I listen to you? Doesn't you have a Dodi? I'm so much more intelligent. I've studied the books, man. Look at all my Bhakti Shai. What kind of degree does he have? See, you stay less intelligent like that. Okay? But as soon as you come and find out, you'll find out, oh, what is the real standard, man? What is the gold standard? Otherwise you don't know. You thought, oh, the gold standard is this piece of paper on the wall, or the rubber stamp of my GBC saying I'm Gurudev. But and my big stick. All you did is increase your false identification with the false ego. See, false prestige. You don't have the prestige of devotion. See? That you're not beautiful. You're not qualified in the eyes of the Lord or real devotees. See? We're here to teach this because otherwise you're less intelligent. Like Daksha, look at it, he was a demigod. Daksha was a demigod. Can you imagine? What are we talking about, these human beings? Daksha was a demigod and he was considered less intelligent. Why? He just didn't hear from Lord Shiva, who was a real devotee. That was it. He didn't understand his real position because he didn't hear from Lord Shiva. Well, the bona fide spiritual master is like that. See, they are servants of Shiva. They're empowered like Shiva to tell you what Shiva would tell you. Can you imagine getting such an opportunity? Otherwise, the best you can do is like Daksha. You're less intelligent, but you got a big false ego, false prestige. Oh, you got all your followers. You notice all these guys have a lot of followers, right? They watch the thing, 50 guys watching, and Gohari only gets what? 6. Hey, man, we're doing better than Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was in the assembly of millions, and nobody stood up for him. No one. They stood up for the Dakshas. They stand up for the Acharya Devs and the Jaipatakas, right? Thousands of followers, and I get like 6. Does that daunting me? No, because I'm into the truth. I don't care if I got one listening. I don't care if none. I did it. I proved it. 25 friggin' years preaching, not practically no one serious, and still did it because just for the standard. It's so nice.
Quality,
You preach
not
to the
quantity.
wall. What? Yeah, quality. Waiting for the quality to come, man. Sometimes you're panning for gold. You get a lot of sand in that thing, and you keep shaking it, and then the gold nuggets start to appear. And then, all right, man, we'll take the nuggets and let's shake some more sand. Or they're shaking some more sand, and then the gold, one or two come, the Amy's, the little waitresses come. Yeah, good, we got a gold nugget, man. Hey, man, how many gold nuggets do you need? Each one is a celebration. I don't want a lot of sand here. It's a lot of sand. Who likes to deal with sand? Can't even have a good class, Too much purification going on, Too much crying. You ever have a bunch of babies? Sometimes you just only get one. It's okay, we got to hear the baby cry. Go ahead, Pani, read some more.
In this verse of why is the sequence of colors broken in Garga Muni's description? The sequence is not broken. Please very happily hear my explanation. This description refers to past, present, and future. The 4 yugas here fit into these 3 phases of time. In this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Satya and Treta Yugas are in the past, and the Dwapar Yuga is in the present. In Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna's incarnation bears the name Krishna. By speaking the word Idanim now in this verse, Gargamuni refers to the near future. I say that the use of the present here is truly intended to refer to near future. Sanskrit pundits agree that the present may be unused to refer to the near future. The near future is an Maharaj. Is it okay if I read something else?
Yeah. And, I'll just say a little something on this that just came to my mind too. Yeah. That's kind of detail. The amazing thing is, this is why Kali Yuga is amazing, because the Lord revealed secrets that he didn't reveal in other yugas. If you were in such a yuga now, you wouldn't know about Lord Chaitanya. You wouldn't know about these confidential conclusions because you're still trying to attain. You're doing meditation. I think that was the thing. They meditated for a long time, trying to attain God, like this. See? But in Kali Yuga, the Lord has just revealed, let me reveal this bhakti. See? Let me reveal these conceptions. So people very easily attain. Just listen to my real devotees, and they will tell you they will show you this real bhakti, and they will tell you these real confidential conclusions because I ordered this. And then just very easily you get it because of faith in that mouthpiece, because otherwise there are a lot of mouthpieces out there. There are people in the world, listen to me, blah, 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 blah. What's the result? Fear, panic, some people. What's the result of listening to Acharya Dev or Jayapataka or Radhanath? We go around just like him, He's just humble as pie. Maybe a good moral person, maybe. Maybe you're a selfless servant, or you're, something selfless, Brahmin type thing. So what are you getting? What is the result of who you're listening to and believing in? So that's the thing. What is the result of people coming here and listening? They're getting what Lord Chaitanya came to give. You notice that? What was the result of people listening to Prabhupada? Well, they became, Vaidhi Bhaktas because that was what he spoke about mainly. See, in his book. So we're extracting now, like Jesus, out of the Old Testament, these confidential conclusions. And what's the result of that? Holy Spirit, devotion, the golden one. The golden child, Radharani. Remember that movie there? Golden child.
Very good, that was. Very good movie.
He was a golden child, the special one.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and we're here to make golden children. The golden child will come out of you, man. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, the golden child. Yeah, so everything is revealed so easily. But again, you have to listen. You have to hear and develop faith in, and this is not blind here. You come here, you listen, you got to say, does this make more sense than Jayapataka, than Radhanath? Really, you should be thinking like that, because if that makes more sense, go there. And, okay, you're less intelligent, actually, they're not giving out real bhakti, ask anybody that's giving out prema bhakti easily, prema, where you feel increasing attachment to the Lord. That's supposed to be far off goal. See, so what are you getting? So when you find where the Lord is, the book Bhagavad is being preached, the confidential conclusions is being preached, and that's here, man. We're preaching the confidential conclusions of Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj and the wives of the Brahmins and Krishna's confidential conclusion to Arjuna. Just surrender. Abandon all varieties of religion and just listen to my conception, man. This empowered by revelation of the absolute truth. That's it. That's the confidential thing. That's what you get here. You come here. This is all you need. You don't don't need to have a faith in the codices and believing in this and this and this, because those who have faith in that and are following the Vaidhi thing, they don't understand these things we're talking about. They don't understand this kind of faith. Yeah, that means eating a good meal when you burp in the middle of Harikatha. Right? Isn't that the same thing? He's digesting. And that's also a signal here. It's time to stop too, because I got to also eat regularly. That was Krishna saying, okay, it's enough. Freddie says, I need somebody to change my diapers. Oh, yeah, we'll go to ISKCON. They like doing stuff like that. They want to keep, it's this a little upgrade from the nanny program. They want to make a nanny state in the world, and they want to make a nanny state in ISKCON and all these other groups, right? Keep you a nanny, like you don't mature. Just follow my order. Just do this and do that and follow this. Follow my I'm Gurudev. Follow the rules, and this is the rule. We got a few extra ones this next year. We've been planning in our GBC meeting what kind of rules we're going to do, and because we like our little clerky programs, and our management system. Yeah, we got a plan for your life, and isn't that what the daemon? What is it? That's why Krishna says abandon all varieties of religion. You can't do that until you get this opportunity. Here you can, I don't need it. Been there, done that, don't need that anymore. Yeah, let me just give me the truth, man. Just show me the ecstasy. Yeah, awaken that ecstasy in me. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's the essence, man. That's what I've been looking for. Hey, now we got some good students here thinking like that. When was the last time you felt guilty there, Pani?
Long time ago. I think I should be feeling a little guilty that I take battle late today. These days, I take it at like around noon or sometime.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered so much about those things now.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's
like it feels so great. But Guru Maharaj, talking about the fruits that you said, I just wanted to my observation of, like in the other sanghas of ISKCON, the disciples that I have seen like several years ago, they had so many followers on YouTube, and these guys are very soft-spoken. So it's like now when I look back at them, like on YouTube, there's absolutely no Krishna even anywhere in their 5 minutes or 7 minutes video. Just like Prabhupada used to say in those times, if you're speaking about Krishna consciousness, there is no Krishna in your statements at all. It's like it's all about marriage counseling.
Yeah,
and all of the it's so amazing to see
I know
how
who
now,
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shiva Ram. It's so ecclesiastic. It reminds me of the Pope. I mean, to be honest, hey man, I have nothing against you, Shiva Ram, but come on, man. You think that's real? You think, okay, he's dealing with the neophytes and stuff. But God, there's not time for this. Huh? What?
I'm knowing very well.
Yeah. Oh,
It comes out the Cardiff quite a lot.
Oh yeah. He's probably a nice guy, but it's not, it's not good enough to be a nice guy. I don't know, He's probably, dedicated to his thing and doing all that, but it's still kind of mundane. I mean, it's like,
it just feels like it's over time they're just slowly getting dragged away from the real stuff. It's like whatever even Prabhupada used to give, they're even getting dragged away from that stuff.
Yeah. Because
it's amazing.
You know what it is, Pani, and everybody, it's just simply this. They're trying to get Krishna, but it's not working the way they're doing it. So they're trying to have some kind of taste, some kind of to keep this thing going. So they draw from the New Age, they draw from psychology, they draw from that, just to kind of keep people somewhat involved, because they cannot just chant in ecstasy. And that's it. Hey man, Shiva Ram, I would love to see a video you just sit and chant japa. I just that would tell me everything. Just if you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna appears in your heart, Radha appears there you go, man, you're Gurudev. Otherwise, you're not.
I asked one of his disciples that on his web.
Yeah.
He's got a website, so
Yeah.
I sent a message to one of his disciples. It's nice. There's a lot of talks, a few materialistic things about this, that, and the other. But where's the bit about enchanting? We don't have any. And when are you going to put some on? I'll get back to you on that. Still waiting.
We don't have any.
2
Because
years.
it's not.
2 years
It's
I've
not.
been waiting.
Yeah.
2
It's not
years.
interesting. It's not interesting to them. See, they're losing interest in the name. They don't know its power. They don't know its glories. You got to taste it. That's the whole thing. But see, this is why, Lord Chaitanya was here. He's really into it. And the Goswamis and the Narottam and Shamananda, it was going because they were tasting. And then we're less. They left, they disappeared. And then there was maybe Vishwanath and his disciples and a few others. And all of a sudden, Vaishnava just kind of disappears. Why? Because people lose interest. It gets so mixed up in everything, you can't even tell any difference. What is the glories of what's going on here? The glories is what you see here is what you see 550 years ago. You see some kind of that kind of bhakti. Maybe not to the Lord came here. God himself, Radha and Krishna came here and he brought all his associates. Look what we're working with. I think we're doing great for, we don't have like millions of associates coming here from this, but we have some and we're doing great. The Lord's coming in, giving us bhakti, keeps watering us with this every day, more conclusiveness, more ecstasy, more clarity. This is a great place to be, man, like an oasis in a desert. Yeah. And removing Maya and all that. And gradually you'll see, we'll even get Shiva Ram will start to see this if he lives. I don't know how long he'll live. Let's see. Is he advocating this thing, by the way?
I don't know, Maharaj. I just happened to stumble upon his video.
No?
Yeah. I haven't looked at his website for 8 months, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, let me know if anybody does see anything. I'd be curious to see if he's saying, and
I think most of the ones on the ISKCON side are advocating it. I think it's that's what I heard from devotees posting on Facebook. Those in my friends group, they're just all posting on their walls regarding this vaccination stuff and other things. Yeah.
Well, I personally, from what I'm seeing, that's the getting rid of program. There's no other way to depopulate. Come on. Well, they're doing it in many different ways, but there's to get rid of 6 billion people. That's part of the factor. I think I really, I'm convinced it's part of the factor. I mean, they're doing it weather-wise. They're doing it by making people miserable, where they're just checking out, man. There's a lot of that going on, man. Or they'll help you along. If you're against these elites, oh boy, look at all these important people that suicide out. They say they're suicide. They're being helped by these demons. Yeah. So anyway, I believe this is really a good program here. This is the best program, man. Just transcend it, like Johnny Depp in that movie, Transcend It. Just transcend.
I was just to complete the thread, Maharaj. So I was contrasting with the devotees who have been here for some time, like Johan.
Yeah.
And from his explanation, I felt like for the first time I could understand the songbook. The morning prayer that we were doing.
Yes.
It was amazing because he was hearing here and also the other students here, right? So they have this conclusiveness about whatever they're saying. And it's increasing, as you say. The revelations are increasing, and it's more and more interesting every time we come. It's newer and newer. Whereas on the other side, you see there's getting dragged into different directions. It's like they're not
struggling.
Even mentioning Krishna in like half an hour lecture. There's not even a word Krishna once.
Really? Yeah, I got to look it over again. So give me some preaching material. Yeah, I mean, that shows you a lack of appreciation for the name is everything. That's what the Lord's showing me every day. I just feel so happy. I feel like a little child. I'm just learning, it's like, wow, more and more depth in the name and its importance. When's it going to stop? It just gets better, and it's just it's a miracle. To me, it's a miracle to chant the same name, and just it's like opens this box, this special place. Man, it's like, yeah, and it's just, thank you, Lord Chaitanya. Thank you, Prabhupada, bringing the name to us, And the best association are those devotees who are committed to the name because of taste, because they're relishing that name. This is where to be, man. That's, if anybody hears this, you want to be, the best place to be Krishna conscious around the devotees who have great taste for that name. They're the most advanced by the mercy of that name and the Radha and Krishna giving themselves to that devotee. Because I tell you, without the Lord agreeing to being awakened in us, we cannot taste these things, this name with the mundane senses. It's a spiritual thing. The Lord has to give himself to us. That's Bhakti Lata Bij. You get that from the real devotees. You get this taste. And even like Johan, you hear the song, he's giving you, he was singing that song for years, and now he gets it.
Yeah.
See? And therefore he can communicate it to others. Like you say, you got to, listen to him. See? Because he has faith in his guru, man. It's everything. I'm telling you, man, faith in your guru. And that's what he preaches. You notice, as ecstatic as he is, he still preaches faith in guru and all that, because he's getting taste in that.
Yeah.
It's a great example. Him and Lalita and Govinda, and anybody. Everybody here is increasing like that. I just take some, examples where it's really starting to really be apparent, because they're really bold. The more people, the more I comment. I comment on the new lady, which Amy.
Amy,
she stands up. Yeah, she stands up. She says stuff, man. You notice? I make comments because she's up. Something's happening there, and so I like that. When people stand up, I start talking more about, because I can also see how Krishna is working. See, devotees, they get that. They see Krishna's glories and they want to talk about it. They want to share, the import. Like when Amy says something, yeah, you see what she said? Oh, that's really good. Yeah. So everybody, you can all, that's what I say, encourage you to stand up, give classes, share, but you know what? Sometimes I may say, inconclusive. The ogre comes out. Inconclusive. Maybe not. I'm not saying that with a lot of devotees. I don't barely ever hear any inconclusive things lately. You notice? I haven't used that one in a long time.
Yeah, it was mostly with Ranga, I think, when in Mayapur.
Yeah. Get that guy up here. I'll be saying inconclusive again. You get him up to give a class or something. Yeah.
But I think these examples,
a little of that, more of that.
These examples we have are actually quite important for us to actually look up to and follow, because just how they have gone in and approached you sets an example for us to see how we can follow. It's like ducks in the line, what you say.
Yeah.
So that we don't deviate, sort of like.
Yeah, I mean, you see, you can tell who's in a sense deviating, but sometimes they need to do that. They get the ecstasy, and then all of a sudden, and then they go away. Stay distant and no communication. Like not saying, well, Gauri, I'm going through this. They just kind of go away and see, now they're watering the weed, and that's why the weed causes you to go away. See here, that's why I say this is safe space, because here things are eliminated. The Krishna and Radha are helping us with the illumination. See, and so if you want to get through, otherwise you go off and then you start, like a drunk, they go in secret, take a little thing in secret. They do that with the weed. They go out and they have this ecstasy and they take a little drink of the weed, or water the weed, and anyway, this here is a good way to get through it all, if you can do it. Okay. Haribo, everybody.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj and devotees.
Hey,
Hare
thank
Krishna.
you. Keep coming back more, Madhusudan and Pani. See, it makes
Sure.
it interesting. See, it makes it very colorful. See, we
Yeah.
work together as a team. Very much. Yeah,
I'd
your
love to, if
input
it's
is-
like at this time it's great because it's after work. So it's just, yeah. It's during
Perfect
work
time.
I can't really come online and on the video though.
Yeah.
During work.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj. And bumblebees, Hare Krishna.
Haribo, everybody.